Hello and welcome to my channel. Say hi to a happy day. In this channel, I would like to share tales and stories I personally picked and are my kids' favorite book stories. Let's enjoy listening while I read to you a story, A Day Out with Mom. Helen was happy to be back with her family. Hero work had taken her away for a long time, and she missed spending time with her family. She knew Bob was still a little worn out from taking care of everything in her absence, so she had an idea. "Why don't you go do something fun today?" she suggested. Bob sprang up and kissed Helen on the cheek. "Thanks, honey. See you guys later," he called. After breakfast, Helen had another great idea. "Hey, Violet, why don't you come with me to drop Dash off at track practice? And then we can go shopping for your first date with Tony." "I don't know," said Violet. "Come on," said Helen. "It'll be mother-daughter fun." Helen and the kids piled into the car and headed out. When they arrived at Dash's school, they found an empty parking lot. "Oh no, I forgot practice is canceled today," Dash said. "Well, you can help with Jack Jack," said Helen. "Then Vi and I can focus on shopping." "Great. Babysitting?" said Dash. Dash zoomed around the mall with Jack Jack in the stroller. "Dash!" Helen yelled. "No running with the baby!" Dash knew he wasn't supposed to use his powers in public for fun. "I'm battling the evils of boredom," he explained. Helen raised her eyebrows and said, "Stop." Helen and Violet began picking out things for Violet to try on, but Dash and Jack Jack kept distracting them. "Here," Helen said, handing Dash some cash and forcing a smile. "Take your brother on the carousel to enjoy the mall. Meet us at the fountain in an hour." "Thanks," said Dash. Helen sighed. "Okay, now we can focus." Violet tried on some dresses, but none of them seemed right. They went into another shop, and Violet found an outfit she liked. "This is cute," she said. "But so casual," said Helen. She held up a couple of dresses. "Look at these." Violet smiled weakly and took them into the dressing room. Meanwhile, Dash and Jack Jack were having a blast. They rode on the carousel and bought lots and lots of candy. "Now this is living," said Dash as he and Jack Jack enjoyed their sweets in a train car. At the other end of the hour, Violet sat with Helen, feeling a little sad that they hadn't found anything. As Dash and Jack Jack raced up to the fountain, Helen frowned. "Sorry we're late," blurted Dash, showing off a colorful smile. Before Helen could say a word, an alarm blared. A woman from the jewelry store shouted, "Thief!" The family slapped on their masks and revealed their super suits. They darted into the jewelry store, but the thief was gone. "He appeared out of nowhere," said the clerk. "He took the jewelry and vanished." Elastigirl and the kids scanned the store looking for clues. Suddenly, another storm alarm blared. The family took off toward it. A chorus of alarms rang from every corner of the mall. "Maybe it's a theme of thieves," said Elastigirl. "Or maybe he can multiply like Jack Jack," said Violet. Hearing that Jack Jack multiplied and each baby wandered off in a different direction, Violet and Elastigirl collected as many Jack Jacks as they could while Dash raced off to find the thief. Dash spotted the burglar and could tell right away. He was definitely a supervillain. As Dash rushed toward him, he vanished in a flash of light. Dash didn't notice the burglar reappear right behind him. Elastigirl entered and tried to grab the villain, but he disappeared and reappeared at the register behind her. "Name's is Blind Spot," he said, disappearing again. All the Jack Jacks in Elastigirl's arms merged back into one, and together, Jack Jack, Violet, Dash, and Elastigirl went after the thief. Violet scooped up Jack Jack and cued him to use his laser eyes, but Blind Spot disappeared again. Even with Dash's super speed, he wasn't fast enough to catch the vanishing villain. Elastigirl created a labyrinth of traps, hoping to trip him up, but Blind Spot managed to disappear and reappear his way through the mall. Then Violet caught Blind Spot's reflection in the mirror and realized something. He was traveling through their blind spots. She quickly used the compact mirror to spot him, then threw a force field to trap him inside. The entire family ran alongside the supervillain as he rode through the mall. Just then, a dress in a shop window caught Elastigirl's attention. "Vi, that looked great on you." "Mom," said Violet, "I don't want to disappoint you, but I don't really like the dresses." "I'm sorry, Vi," said Elastigirl. "I just wanted to spend some quality time with you." Elastigirl anchored the force field to the fountain, locking the trapped Blind Spot in place. "Well, you got your wish," said Violet, smiling. "Nothing says family bonding like catching a supervillain together." As the family headed out, Helen turned to Violet. "You know, I have no idea what I wore on my first date with your father. Clothes don't really matter. Wear something you like." Later that week, Violet put on her favorite jeans and t-shirt and went downstairs. "You look beautiful," said Helen. "Thanks, Mom," said Violet, giving her mother a big hug. She was ready for her first date with Tony. The end. I hope you enjoy listening to the story, A Day Out with Mom. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!